I had started because we're talking about the way we look, and I did. I just said, "Oh, hi, baby." Mm.
Said I got my old frumpy coat on. I feel like I should
And
present myself, maybe.
You don't want to look too good, baby. People will think she's crazy. I was looking at myself. You don't want to look.
I am with you.
But yeah, so I'm trying to get closer to her.
We go so well together.
If I looked any better than I do, it would be a bait and switch. I love her so much. It's your birthday. Ah. The problem is, we have to get closer. Well, that's problem number one. Problem number one. I got the Loki here going on. I'm probably there's one horn coming up. We got to get closer. So I got to move this. What the hell is it? What?
Oh, I wanted to paint something.
Satan paint. Is Satan spelled with an I? They misspelled this.
Satin.
Okay. Get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Well, what is this book? See, I got stuff I'm putting away. But look at that, baby.
What is that?
Oh. Come a little bit closer. Oh, baby, please. It's the best I can do. I've been smoking 2 packs a day for years. This book right here, I pull out of this box. This wasn't even planned until let me do my hair. Hold the book, please. After watching this video, you might want to see your pharmacist. Ask for rid. It'll kill all the crabs you can get.
Oh my God.
Oh, good. I just got here. Oh, look. There it is. This book comes out of this. Oh, we're coming closer. And it's, what is that? Oh, The Science of Life. It's written by H.G. Wells and his son, who became a doctor, and some other doctor. It's written in there. I picked it up in a used bookstore when I was selling steel-toe boots to the Wrigley Company people I got around. It was out of Santa Cruz. Wasn't the president just in Santa Cruz?
I think so, maybe. Yeah.
I wonder if everybody told him that I'd been there before.
I think that was probably on the agenda, I'm sure. Yeah. Had to have been. It's that guy. It's that one guy.
The shoe truck guy used to come through here, you know? Iron Age.
You know, that one guy.
Cato. That's what they called me back then, because Cato Kalin was in court. But I was...
For various reasons.
Yes. But I was also called Cato before that when I was in the Army, because I drove for Major Temple, who would become at least Major General, I'm sure, Lieutenant General Temple. You can look his videos up. He's got some strong things to say, and he's a very wise man. And I bet you $1 you can't find anybody saying anything bad about Major Temple. And so there was a bait and switch theme involved in that, but I didn't get to the punchline because I'm getting home. So I got this Science of Life book, and it was because I've been trying to figure out what it is we all come from. And see, the thing is, when I was at Michigan State, like my first semester, one of these elective classes that fills a requirement, it was the history of life. And I took that class specifically because I thought if I can figure out the history of life, I might be able to fucking make some in my basement that lives. Mostly it dies as it dries. But got there and it was environmental science. We walked around looking at trees, which was fine, but it was not what I wanted with the history of life. And then years later, after I moved out to California, I was driving the shoe truck, traveling shoe salesman, if you ever wonder why it's got anything to do with that. I came across this place, and this book, it's worth hundreds of dollars, I find, on the internet. And it's in a box with a bunch of other miscellaneous things right next to my Corvette. Books by H.G. Wells. That was pretty all right. I'm up with the times. The Science of Life. I'm just looking for the year. It doesn't matter. The year doesn't matter. The point is this. Look, lip discs. I'm sure they're talking about the different in races back here when H.G. Wells was writing a book with his son. It kind of does make a difference to know. But it's got all this stuff in there, and it teaches us about science itself. Because these many years later, they talk about these little cups, like when you go by the cement factory, and it's got these cups that carry it up on the chain. We've got those in the veins in our legs, not the arteries, the veins, and they've got pictures of it. When I found this book, I was very happy, and it talks about how with the pumping of the blood, it cups up the blood because it's getting low pressure at that point. It's been coming from the heart through the arteries. It's got to get it back up there, and so it talks about how when you get some sort of fucking either congenital or self-loathing disease, that those cups don't work and the blood doesn't get up. This is stuff back then that they were saying that is common knowledge now. And that's what I loved about reading Kuhn. With Secrets of the Universe shit, and how the science works and how it moves. And I just like the idea of this guy knew something back then, and it was a big deal. You think H.G. Wells, he wrote The Time Machine, he did all this stuff, whatever else he is. You'd think he's just a lying bullshitter. No, he got enough money to support real research into something. And he, with his son, the doctor, and his doctor's buddy's friend, which, oh no, I shouldn't have said that. Now you're going to think he had a gay son, and you're not going to believe a thing I say because you don't believe in that sort of thing. They've given us this knowledge. It's become common, and that's the thing is with all the science that ever happens, somebody's really smart at one point, and then it becomes common knowledge, whether it be anything, any kind of science, even social engineering is a science that it would work on in case they haven't tried. This is a case of switch and bait. And it was bait and switch. I just got lucky. Saw that class that I wanted to be in so I could make people. But then I got it. I got the class that I needed. This stuff still holds true. And not as many people know about it as you'd expect for as long as it's been around. But that's the science of life. Look, there's a picture of me on the front, jumping off a mountain. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to use that as a thumbnail. Look at that. We talk about all these things like they're the only important things when it comes to a bait and switch philosophy, need and philosophy and such things. But it crosses the whole line. You get down to how she got brand new tires within the last month to 6 weeks.
For
brand
my birthday,
new.
he bought me new tires and brakes.
They're good tires. They're all terrain and all that stuff.
He's so good.
I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Happy birthday. And now she's got a leak in rear passenger tire, and I said,
It scared me. It's only been a couple weeks, a week or two.
It hasn't even been a month, I don't think.
Such a drag every single time I get new tires.
So I'm like, well, we'll just take it to Bell Tire tomorrow. Because I remember that's what made me a fan of Bell Tire. Was the very first time. I always hated that little guy, Bell Tire. I did just stupidest fucking commercial ads I ever saw, and the stupid, like, it's not even a Michelin Man. It's the sperm of the Michelin Man. It's the sperm of the Michelin Man. It's just one little tire running along, in a Bell Tire. But I got a big screw on my tire, and I realized it, and I drove straight there. It was a day, and they moved me right in, and they said, we'll take care of it, and they plugged the tire. That was in Kalamazoo, not around here. And I said, well, how much do I owe you? When they brought it out, it was done, good service, bathroom, TV, magazines. They said, it's nothing. And I said, you guys just made a customer out of me. That's good marketing.
It is.
It made me feel like, okay. But then I used them, oil changes and such. I can't get under my car. Then I come and I had it done here, and they charged me.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like,
I remember that.
Talk about a bait and switch. But we realize it could be different franchises that aren't living up to the standard of the franchise owner.
Yeah, you're right.
They pulled a bait and switch. So I figure she's going to have to drive it in, because if they see me, well, I'm not as pretty. Oh, he's pulling the bait and switch, baby. But you know what? Sometimes you get what you pay for.